Hey everyone, so we are live. Let me know if you can hear me. Hopefully this mic isn't giving me problems today. But okay, we're back with another video. Just a piece of advice for everyone. But since this channel, focuses on a lot of say like relationship issues that women face, I'm gonna keep it in that context, but definitely in all contexts. Let me see. Can you hear me? Okay, I think that's. Let me know if you can hear me. All right. So, hello. All right. Yeah. I'm pretty sure you guys can hear me right now, right? Okay. Anywho, the title of this video is Stop Believing Words. Words are not actions. And when it comes to women who date men, a lot of women can survive on just words. And that is the worst thing any woman can ever do. The worst way a woman could sell herself short in a relationship is to just take words. If this man is not acting on those words, if this man is not showing you with his actions that he actually cares about you, that you are a priority to him, then it's just not true, ma'am. It's not true. And so let's get into some of these pieces of advice that I have seen floating around. It's amazing. Okay, all right. So this was a Twitter feed. This is a Twitter thread, and you have a woman here, and she says, "Men only. Give us women some relationship advice." Now, this is just a bunch of general advice, okay, but you'd find a pattern. There's an interesting pattern in this advice. So I'm going to read through some of these. Well, I'm going to read through them, and we're going to talk about the patterns and the similarities. Okay. All right. So men started to chime in. Okay. Men started to chime in. All right. And we have a man saying, stop telling the timeline or the men what you like. It makes it easier for men to pretend. Okay. Makes it easier for men to pretend. Now this is the thing. I showed a presentation a little while ago featuring a lecture by David Buss, who is the owner of the Lakers, and he is he's a psychologist and a professor. And he talked about how men are known for lying about the depths of their feelings in order to get access to sex. Like, men are known for lying to women in order to get sex out of them. Men are known for pretending and lying and all that, bending the truth. Okay. Now, this information was taken out of a lecture from a very famous, a very wealthy, a very trustworthy or reputable. Word's not trustworthy. A very reputable professor. Okay. A psychologist. I'm just saying. So these are not my words. These are David Buss's words. Look it up. Okay. So I think this piece of advice is pretty interesting here. What else does he say? He says, ooh, okay, another man chimes in. He says, what another man won't do, I promise you, another one will. Okay? Again, it's about the action. Another one comes in. He says, he's going to cheat if he wants to. It's never your fault. Stop accepting this is just who I am. That comes out of a man's mouth. Okay, now, here's a pattern, right? Another man chimes in. He says, a man will dead ass treat you exactly how he feels about you. So if you feel as though the treatment you are getting from a man that you're dating is a little lukewarm, then that means his feelings towards you are lukewarm. If a man is disrespectful, he doesn't respect you. If a man, doesn't pay you any mind, you are not important to him. A man will treat you exactly how he feels about you. Okay? Next piece of advice. Don't try and convince us that you're ugly. We choose you because we think you're beautiful by our standards and no one else's matters. Okay. Another one about actions and treatment. If he's not good with his children and the mother of his kids, guess who's next? Right. Okay. Another one about action. When he shows you who he is, believe him. With men, we are creatures of action and not words. Believe all of what you see and half of what you hear. I would go as far as to say, believe all of what you see and none of what you hear. Like, I might believe 10% max of what a man says. 10%. He's very generous, and he's saying letting women know that they can trust up to 50%. But I'm not even believing. I'm not believing that much. I'm believing like 10%. But all of the actions, I will believe all of the actions after an extended amount of time. Like, I'm not going to believe all of the actions up front because, like a previous guy mentioned, if you tell a guy what you like, he'll try to pretend and act in the beginning to get what he wants. But as long as he doesn't get what he wants, the longer, the harder it is to get what he wants and not get it. Like, if he waits for it and he doesn't get it, then he's probably going to bounce anyway. And you have a man telling women 3 boyfriends are not a bad idea, y'all. Okay, another piece of advice about action, right? We will do anything. This is a man. He says we will do anything for a woman we want to be with. If you got to always call him out on something he doesn't do, he never intended to do it from the jump. Again, it's about action. Okay? Another man, and it's really interesting, like all these men are talking about treatment and actions. They're talking about doing, not saying. Like, you have a man right here, he says you shouldn't have to tell a grown A man how to love you. If he loves you the way he claims he does, then them actions should show. See, I can't make this stuff out. You have men telling women that they are creatures of action, right? So this video is just, it's been going on for 8 minutes. I'm not going to stay for long. But this video is just to encourage you to only look at a man's actions. You don't have to look at his words so much. But these pieces of advice that were shared on this Twitter thread, they speak for themselves. Like, these men have been telling women over and over again. A woman on a Twitter thread said, hey, give us some advice, right? And you have all these men chiming in and they're talking about action, treatment. What does he do? What does he do? How does he treat you? How does he act? Words don't mean anything. Stop believing a man's words, man. Stop. You even had a man come on the thread and tell us to only believe 50% of what you hear. I would even say believe only 10% and just believe those actions. Okay? Clerk Trent says, I'm a winner. I always get what I want. You always get what you want, Clerk Trent. True. You think that's true? All right. Even Clerk Trent is on here tonight confirming that what these men are telling women is true. Good job, Clerk Trent. Good job, man. Good job. All right. So let's see if there's any more. Look, man. I can't look. How many times have men talked about actions on this Twitter thread? You have another man chimes in and he says, give no second chances. We are fully aware of our actions and have considered the consequences beforehand and made a choice. Woo. Okay, and this is another thing. You not asking for too much. You just asking the wrong guy. Okay. Another thing about actions. Never allow a man to see that you F with him more than he F with you. Don't let him get comfortable, make him chase you. Don't let him feel like they have you fully so you can keep the energy y'all started with. I don't care what a man say, you gonna chase after what you want is real. Now he's talking about chasing, and what is chasing? Is chasing words? No, chasing is not a word. Chasing, when you chase someone, you're acting. You're taking action, not acting. You're taking action. Okay. All right. So with that said, I mean, look, these two right here, actions, right? Give no second chances. We are fully aware of our actions have considered the consequences beforehand and made a choice. You have another man talking about some actions. You shouldn't have to tell a grown A man how to love you. He loves you the way he claims he does, and them actions will show. Okay. Now, we will do anything. Action, right? This is action. We will do anything for a woman we want to be with. If you got to always call him out on something he doesn't do, he never intended to do it from jump. Okay? Actions, about actions. Here's another one. When he shows you who he is, believe him. With men, we are creatures of action and not words. Believe all of what you see and half of what you hear. Okay? This is like, how many times do these men have to tell y'all? And another one. A man will dead-ass treat you exactly how he feels about you. Okay? So if you really want to know how a man feels about you, look at those actions. Hey, BC. Hey, girl. How's it going? Anyway, I have to go. Get some work done. But this is a quick video. I'll probably make this video more times because a lot of women struggle with this. They struggle so much with like women. Have you ever heard of the term men fall in love with their eyes and women fall in love with their ears? Women so desperately want to hear someone say that they love them, and it's like they want to hear it, but then it's like, what about the next step? What about the follow-up? They don't look for the follow-up. They don't actually look for the man to actually act on those words. Me, look, I can be with a man and he rarely, if ever, he doesn't have to say that he loves me, but if he's showing me he's taking care of me, he's improving the quality of my life, he doesn't have to tell me that he loves me. I know he cares about me at that point. If someone is investing in you, if someone is making sure your quality of life is good, if someone is there to support you and help you, obviously this person cares about you. Stop selling yourself short. Stop accepting words as some form of love, as some type of validation. It's not. Those actions. It's all about the actions. If you focus on actions and not words as a woman in a heterosexual relationship, or just anybody in general, but particularly if you're dating men, you would save yourself a lot of heartache. You would save yourself a lot of pain, and you wouldn't get played so much because, like the men have said in the thread, the actions speak for themselves. Okay. All right. So I'll talk to you lovely people later. Thanks for coming through, BC. Thanks for coming through, Clerk Trent. Ange like a grunt. Hey, thanks for coming through. We have Clerk Trent. He says, I have a hot date tonight. She agreed to Netflix and chill. It's what I call a slam dunk. Wish me luck. Ooh. Be careful. Be careful, Clerk Trent. Be careful out there. All right. Well, I'll talk to you later. Bye.